Today I'm going to be trying to make a pizza-style Christmas tree appetizer. I've been seeing these all over the internet and they look really cute and festive and delicious. So we're going to test it out. Now let's get started. If you're new here, my name is Linda and this is Vegan Petite. Now let's get started. We're going to start preparing our dough with half a cup of warm water, half a tablespoon of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. Give that a good stir and let it sit aside for about 5 minutes until it starts to get foamy. Into a large bowl, we're going to start with 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, half a tablespoon of sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. Mix that well. Once your yeast mixture is activated and foamy, go ahead and add it to your dry ingredients, along with another ½ cup of water. Along with another ½ cup of water. Stir well. Now knead your dough onto a floured surface for about 5 minutes until it's a uniform shape and it's a little bouncy. Once your dough is kneaded, it should look something like this, a little bit spongy and bouncy. And now you're gonna just place it in a floured bowl and let it rest for about 30 to 45 minutes. Cover it up and set it someplace warm or room temperature in your kitchen. The dough has been resting for about 45 minutes and you can see it has expanded quite a bit. We're gonna put it onto a floured surface. And for this little appetizer, I'm gonna be making little pizza dough balls. So I calculated for our Christmas tree, I'm gonna use 24 dough balls. So I'm gonna cut the dough in half. I'm gonna cut each half into half again. So now we've got 4 equal-sized pieces. I'm gonna start with the first piece and kind of roll it out into a little log. Cut that log in half and then each half into 3 little pieces. So we've got 6 pieces right there. Gonna roll them into just little balls. All together, once we are done with this process, we should have 24 evenly sized dough balls. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. We're gonna prepare a little garlic herb butter to brush on top of our pizza dough. So here I've melted half a stick of vegan butter. I'm gonna add to that about a ½ teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of dried parsley to give it that green color. And optional for a little extra flavor, I'm gonna add ½ teaspoon of dried rosemary and ½ teaspoon of dried thyme. Go ahead and mix that well and set it aside. Now onto a baking sheet, we are going to assemble our little pizza dough tree. I'm using a non-stick baking sheet, but you can also line yours with parchment paper. So I'm gonna pick one for our little star, and then this is gonna be the top of our tree. And I'm just gonna work my way down, adding more dough balls with each row. And if I did my math correctly, it should work out to use up exactly our 24 dough balls. Okay, and at the bottom we're gonna use 2 to make our little tree trunk. Okay, there we go. Now we are going to brush this generously with our herb garlic butter mixture. And you can see those dry herbs give it a nice pop of green color to really make it look like our little tree. By the time you're done brushing your herb butter mixture, it should look something like this. You might have a little left over, and that's okay. You can save that for when it's done baking. Here I've got some chopped sun-dried tomatoes that I'm going to use to decorate our little pizza tree. This is optional, but I think it adds a nice little red pop of color. You our pizza Christmas tree in the oven for 20 minutes. And here is our little pizza holiday Christmas tree, fresh out of the oven. I did end up baking it for 30 minutes to get a little more brown color along the edges. Now we're just gonna use that leftover garlic herb butter and brush it over our pizza dough. Now optional, but for an extra special little touch, we're gonna sprinkle on a little dusting of snow. No, just kidding. A little dusting of vegan parmesan. The recipe for this is on my channel. I will link it for you up above and in the description. Good. Look at that. Let's dip it in our marinara sauce. That's yummy. The edges got a little bit crispy. I was trying to bite with the sun-dried tomato. Really good flavor. I think if I was gonna make this again, maybe I would only do 25 minutes instead of 30, because the bottoms did get a little crispy, which I don't mind. But it tastes like breadsticks. The garlic herbs on top are really good, and that little hint of the vegan parmesan. Definitely try this for your next holiday party or work potlucks if you want to impress people. But it was actually pretty easy to put together. I didn't think this taste test would be complete if I didn't try one of the middle dough balls. It's so soft, and look just how fluffy it is on the inside. Let's try it. Wow. Oh, okay. Even without the marinara sauce, super flavorful. The garlic butter really comes through. You gotta make this for your family and friends. Smash the like button if you love pizza as much as I do. Comment below, what are your favorite traditional holiday meals? Subscribe for more vegan recipes and travel vlogs as well. And from my kitchen to yours, have a happy holiday season. Bye.
Action.
And before you start thinking that I'm a ravenous little lady, I know half our Christmas tree is gone already, okay? This was not all me. The cameraman ate it all.